Good evening, keepers of the cash. Gary B, the casual comic guy here, and joining me just like every single Thursday, we have Digger Jim. How you doing tonight, Jim?
I am doing fantastic. Thank
All
you
right.
for having me again.
Absolutely, it's a thing. It's a Thursday night date.
It really is.
Although I'm going to promote something real quick because Jim is going to. I haven't told Jim yet. He's going to have February 15th off.
Okay.
On February 15th, you're going to have me, Roger from Metarog, Damien Sleepy Reader, and Naman, and we're discussing the 1976 movie Logan's Run and how its themes are still appropriate today for what it was doing and how it's aged well theme wise.
Well, you know, the 17th, that's fine because the 17th I'll be on the comic or the. What is his name? Robert, the comic G-Spot? G-Spot? Yes. And I'll be on his channel on the 17th. So
nice. You'll get a little extra rest. You know, I know a man of your age needs that extra nap time.
I need it. I really do.
And Bobby, we're about the same age, so I need that nap time too. And guys, the man of the hour, the person we're all here to see, making his second appearance, we have none other than Bobby De La Ghetto himself. Bobby, how are you tonight, sir?
Doing good, guys. Station, everybody. Hi, everybody out there in TV land. Hey, doing good.
It's good to have you back. We'll go say hi to the chat in a second. But first, give a quick minute about who you are, how you like to collect, and then we'll go say hi to our good little group we already got working here.
All right. Yeah, well, I'm Bobby De La Ghetto, and first a little warning out there, just to a little kids, don't be like me, stay in school, listen to your parents, drink your milk, eat your vegetables. Don't be like your old Uncle Bob. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so high, you can call me your highness, but if you don't know me, then please pardon my shyness. I live in the ghetto. Wherever I go, I walk to. I keep my friends on YouTube, so I got someone to talk to. I play my music loud. It has clout to it. It's a trip. It's got a funky beat, and I can bug out to it.
Nice.
I'm dropping bars right away.
Right?
Holy crap.
Starting it up. All right, so let's say hi to our chat. We have Las Cruces. James, good evening, sir. We have Paul from Psychedelic Comics. Great to see you, sir. We have her OG-ness herself, Miss Tina Carrenson. How you doing tonight, Tina?
Tina.
Great to see you. We have Seth 11 in. Good evening, Seth. And we have Mr. DVH, Dr. Von Hoots. We have Joe from Comics. How you doing tonight, Joe? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, DVH. And we have Milton. Good evening, Milt. Nice to see you, sir. Hulk Collector Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? Nice to see you. We hope he's feeling better soon. He's been a little under the weather. But it's hitting everybody. It's been going around.
Yeah, it's been nasty.
Another great person in our community, Mr. Gore Vidal. And if you guys don't check out his channel, you're missing out. He's one of the best readers on YouTube.
Nice.
But I love his channel. Gore's awesome. All right. So without further ado, before we get to Bobby, we're doing a new thing on this channel. It's called #CommunitySizzle. Now, what that is you out there that creators of content can send me a 30 to 40 second reel stating who you are, what your channel's about, and why people should go sub you up. I include the links in my description, and it's your chance to shout yourself out in your own voice so people have a feel for who you are right away instead of some stranger like me going, hey, go sub to Digger Jim. He's an all right guy. No, you can actually get like Jim in his own voice. So without further ado, we're going to play the first community sizzle tonight. We'll play one at the end. and then we're gonna get right to Bobby because I can't wait to see what books Bobby brings. He's got absolute fire. But you guys may or may not recognize this first guy, but his stuff is in the description below, and we're just gonna start right now.
Hello, true believers. It's your boy, Free Key Loowee, the Cash Man, the keeper of the cash himself. I wonder who came up with that awesome name. He asked me to do a cool little sizzle to talk about my channel. I love this community, first of all, the best friends I've been looking for my whole life, all right here. And I like to support them. So I do a lot of cool community shout outs, just like my man Gary B. I have a show called Free Key Friday where I give away a free key comic. I talk about my con adventures at Comic Cons, also with cool, awesome picks like this. I show off some great comic books that I love and I give away a free key comic. So I also have an awesome show called Dollar Bin Wednesdays. Yeah, baby, I'm pretty awesome at dollar bins here in Florida, like this. I also have a great show called Pitch or Picture, where you can either draw or sing or both, and it's amazing. And I've had amazing guests like this before. And I also have an amazing show called Saturday Night Louie, a Saturday Night Live-esque community show where it's basically us doing a bunch of fun skits, and it's super fun, and I love it like this.
Freaky Louie, this is Batman calling from Wayne Manor. That you've got a comic book YouTube channel that's really started to take off. So this is a shout out just for you, Louie, to congratulate you.
So stay tuned, keepers of the cash. Enough said.
All right, guys, that was Free Key Loowee, one of YouTube's best, one of YouTube's funniest, and just a real great, genuine dude. If you guys aren't checking him out, you're losing out. So don't lose out. Go sub up Free Key Loowee today. Description. Link is in the description below. And also, nice. I have to say a thank you to Robert, who has Jim on his channel this on February 17th. Robert, thank you so much, sir. Above and beyond. I really appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Wow. Thank you. And we have Brian LCS joining us, but we're getting back to the man of the hour, Mr. Bobby De La Ghetto. Trainer, what's up? Naman? So, Bobby, start us out with your first book, sir, and let's get into what you got to share with us.
Nice.
All right. Well, this is the first superhero right here. This is Superman and the Kingdom Come. This is the absolute Kingdom Come book. Yeah, it's a thick bad boy.
And look how thick that thing is. Good
right,
Lord.
all the Alex Ross goodness.
Yeah, Alex Ross goodness. Yeah, my LCS, they gave me this over Christmas time. I've been helping out down there, and the lady, the people down there, they love me, so they gave me this. Yeah, and I've read it, man. I've read the books, I love them, and the Kingdom Come, and it's, the abbreviation is KC, Kansas City. That's where I'm from, and so yeah, welcome to the Red Kingdom, and yeah, Superman's from Kansas, so it all kind of ties in. Yeah,
there you go. Wow.
Yeah, but I love that book. Yeah, Kingdom Come. Yeah.
So is that one of your favorite miniseries ever?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite. That Alex Ross killed it. There's just so much going on, and they really don't explain a lot of the characters. You just kind of got to figure it out. That's what sucked me in. Who are these people? And yeah, what powers are, yeah.
It's the story, though.
It's, for a DC, I love both Marvel, DC, independent, everything, but, that artwork of Alex Ross, yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites that he ever did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, one of my favorite DC minis, my favorite DC miniseries ever was Camelot 3000.
It was Brian Boland. Yeah.
Yes, incredible. Love that series, and no one talks about it. It's so forgotten. It was actually, I think, the first maxi series too. So it's got a few things of significance. You can find it in dollar bins. But Kingdom Come is much beloved. That's actually pretty much like really helped put Alex Ross on the map back then too, right?
It absolutely did. Yeah, I think that was a game changer for him when he did that series. People really took notice.
Right, he really started to blow up, and then just the thematic matter, and right, great start, Bobby. See, I was a Marvel guy, so you Swytch hit me right at the beginning with a DC book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
like he was faking with the left and he got me with the right.
Right.
there wasn't a time when I was a baby. I had two older brothers, and they influenced me a lot. And there wasn't a time when I didn't know about Superman and Batman. Those were just Batman '66 reruns were on TV.
Yeah.
And so yeah, as a little kid, as a baby, I was just I liked it. So yeah. But from there, I went to the Fantastic Four. Yeah, I discovered them, and they became my main team. Yeah, this is a Marvel fanfare. It's autographed there by Barry Windsor Smith. I like the way he draws the Thing, and yeah.
Marvel Fanfare is another one of those underrated series. Like whenever I find them cheap, I pick them up.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I love that cover. I mean, I love that cover.
And it's personalized. That's the cover. Okay,
yeah. But up at the top though is he's got a signature of.
Yeah, Barry Windsor Smith. You don't come across those very easy.
No, yeah, he came to town, and I was lucky enough to get a chance to meet him, and he signed a few books, and yeah, that's like I said, I'm not a signature king, but I like to get signatures when I can. I like to meet these guys and shake their hands, and have a good experience. That's a big thing for me.
Right. You just want to say thank you. At least I do. When I see some of them, especially ones that I read a lot of, you just want to say thank you for helping me explore the comic world and get out of some of the other things that were in the world maybe I needed to get away from. So yeah.
Now, how was it meeting Barry Windsor Smith? Because he's iconic. So how was it for you when you got to sit there in front of him and actually have a little conversation with him?
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little nerve-wracking, you know what I mean? Because he's such a legend in the industry, and I was looking forward to meeting him. But he was just a super great person. Yeah, he was just down to earth and willing to sign, and just he was cool as heck. Yeah, cool as hell. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
nice.
And you got Gore Vidal is asking you if you read Barry Windsor Smith's Monsters.
No, I haven't, but I'll look into it, man. Because if Gore endorses it, then I know it's got to be good. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But the FF became my jam. Yeah, the Fantastic Four became my team. As a kid, I stumbled onto them, and it's just like I said, the Thing. He became my favorite character. He was just like the funny one of the bunch, and I just was gravitated towards that. So all the stuff that the Fantastic Four, the issues that they did, this here poster.
Most people that collect comics, they've had a Fantastic Four phase.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's just been so many great stories in that book.
Yeah, there's a poster that John Byrne did this poster. Yeah, and it's got all the characters from the first 100 issues of the Fantastic Four that introduced a lot of these great characters. The Inhumans and Galactus, Silver Surfer.
Right.
Doctor Doom. Yeah, the Mole Man. Yeah, I was lucky enough to meet John Byrne, and he signed this for me, years ago. And I'm lucky enough to still have this thing. Yeah, because you never know. Yeah, but yeah, I love it. Yeah, Fantastic Four.
Yeah, he doesn't get out, so you don't see a lot of his signatures.
And some of my favorite stories are when Sue has just had enough, and you could tell that she was the most powerful person on the team.
Yeah. Just whoop everybody.
Like Sue's always holding back because she could just put that air bubble in your brain and pop it, and you're good.
Oh, yeah. She'll take you out. Don't mess with Franklin. Yeah, you mess with Franklin, so she becomes a lady lioness. Yeah, she'll take you down.
It's not sad, Milt. The FF are classic, and they're classic for a reason.
That's what I love about them, because before them, as far as I know, all the superheroes, they had secret identities, but when they gained their powers, they were just like, we're going to just be ourselves. We're not going to wear masks. We're just going to go eventually, save the universe, and you either like us or don't, but this is what we do, Yeah. So I like that. Yeah. I just, the whole thing, that was my favorite. Yeah. My favorite title. And then I say that Fantastic Four 150 was the first comic that it got me into. When I purchased it, I fell in love, and I said, I'm gonna start collecting these things from here. But I had bought this one at a thrift store. Yeah, this is Marvel's greatest comics. It's a reprint of the Fantastic Four, and this is one's the first appearance of the Black Panther. Yeah, and I had bought this, you know, or had my mom buy it for me, like at a flea market, like for a dime. And back then, yes, if you see, yeah, I colored in the Human Torch's teeth. I like blacked them out, and you know what I mean. Yeah,
had a little fun with it, right?
I did that throughout the book. You know, I mean, I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but at the same time, it's a piece of my collection that I've held on to for all these years. You know, yeah. So you know, yeah, I love it. And so from there, yeah, I had this one, and then I was lucky enough to find this one in my LCS. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Now this is all number 2, right? Fantastic Four.
Yeah, this is all number 2. Yeah, I'm kind of doing a nomin. I'm kind of doing a little nomin.
Right? I did like 50 books in mine. You're never gonna hear me say a word. I did like 50 books.
And real quick, we have Paul in the 619 join us. Hey, Paul. Fable's in there. Station Fable.
Fable. Hell yeah.
Paul and Bronze Age Brian. Good evening, sir. And Psychedelic Comics says that this monster is his favorite Fantastic Four story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah, this one I got at my LCS, you know, some years ago. Hey, Bobby, Blue Lady, love you, girl. And it's got some stress, you know what I mean? But I got it for like $3 or something, you know, about 20 years ago. And so, yeah, I love it. Yeah, yeah.
People would crap, man, if they heard that. They'd be like, you got it for what? $3?
Well, it's nice when you've been collecting as long as you have, right? You've had some of that stuff since the get-go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to some people, you know, I mean, I've been collecting so long. So to some people, I have a lot, you know what I mean? But to other folks, you look at some and they got a lot for what they got. It's just in relative of how long you've been collecting and what you can get and stuff like that. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, exactly. And then continuing on with that,
out there, I have no interest in because I don't read them. So, you know, why bother with it for me?
Right.
All right. Go ahead, bud.
Continuing on with that one. Yeah, this was like the Panther. This was like the prototype before the Black Panther. This character, the Panther, was in Two Gun Kid. I found this one recently. Yeah, I paid like 30-some bucks for this. This one was kind of but I found it, and so I had to get it. Yeah, because I didn't know about it, but I heard people talking about it, that this is the pre-Black Panther. So yeah. And then of course, if you find that one, I was lucky enough to find this one, the second print, the Red Panther there. Yeah.
Oh wow! Now I've seen the first one. I never saw the second print. Red.
Yeah, I never seen that one before.
That is cool.
Yeah. They reprinted it. Yeah, in Two Gun 119. Yeah. Yeah, but in this one they colored them red. Yeah.
And you got Robert, the comic book G-Man, asking you if it's a gladiator mask or a wrestling mask.
It's it's
a Bobby original.
I tell people I'm a anti-hero. I'm a street level anti-hero with cosmic awareness. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Nice.
You, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, great book. So I never saw the red one before, which is really cool. And it's odd that they changed the whole color of the character's costume for a second print and not something else on that cover. Like, that's just weird.
I bet you there's not a lot of those out there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think. I bet you there's not a lot.
In that book, the costume's still black, though, right? Even though he's red on the cover.
Well, if you look at
they reprinted him red. Yeah, and Two Guns in a different position.
Yeah, he's in a whole different outfit. It looks like. I mean, look at the color change. He went from white vest to a what is that? Like a brown blue vest. So I mean, yeah, they changed his outfit too.
I was so stuck on the red, I didn't even notice they changed the Two Gun Kid.
Yeah.
And they kind of pushed you see those other guys down there a little bit better too. There's like 3 other bandits down there. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you don't see it. Yeah, so he moved. They shifted him. You're right. They shifted him a little bit.
Yeah, because there he's on the cliff, and here he's going over the cliff. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good books, Bob. I've only, like I said, I've seen that first one, but only a couple times. A lot of people don't know about that book.
I've only seen it one other time. Yeah. That second print I've never seen. So that's an awesome.
So then from Black Panther, we go to Doctor Doom. Yeah.
Ooh,
this
that's
is
a foreign variant. Nice.
This is a Mexican version. Yeah, it's signed by Jim Shooter. I was lucky enough to meet him.
And it's Secret Wars 11 or 12?
11, yes.
11. Yeah.
See, not to give too much away, but where it says Secret Wars in Spanish, Wars is Guerra, and that happens to be my last name. Yeah, so to see your name on a book with a beautiful cover is like, yeah, that's I love this. Yeah.
And look at the trade dress on that. It's amazing.
Yeah, I like that too.
Hombre Irana.
Yeah, nice. Spider-Man. Yeah. Yeah.
That is really cool. I love foreign variants. They're always so much fun.
And I was lucky enough to find this one. Yeah. Yeah, now I found this one a while ago. I found this also a long time ago, and was happy to find it in real nice condition. Yeah, I seen it, found it, and I could afford it, and I snapped it up. Yeah, that's a
classic cover.
Beautiful cover. Yeah.
Now, Bobby, did you read the supervillain team up book that went for like 17 issues that starred him?
I read a few of those. I got the first like 5 or 10. Yeah, I got those were enjoyable. Yeah, Doctor Doom, and like Doctor Doom's my favorite villain. The Thing's my favorite hero in Marvel. Doctor Doom, he's my favorite. Like all the other villains are kind of scared of him. Like in the DC, the Joker, everybody's scared of him. Yeah, he's like the top dog in there. Yeah, well in Marvel. Yeah, for me, Doom's one of he's the favorite. Yeah, Trev.
And just he's got the benefit too. Like his costume is never out of style. It's just its own thing, and it works no matter what time it is. It just looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And they haven't really modified him too much, overall. They might have rounded out a little bit of his face or something like that or whatever, but most of the time, like you said, he's in what you see is what you get.
Right. And he always had that like the man in the iron mask mystery to him, right?
Yeah. He's
never mess around. You never mess around with the man in a tunic. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Around a tunic.
It says Love Doom. He has his hands in everything. Yes.
Yeah, he does.
And I've seen people come on here and show this book, and I had to show mine. The Back to Superman. But these are the last. But I'm lucky. I met. This is mine signed by Julia Schwartz, Kurt Swan, and Murphy Anderson. Yeah.
Is Kurt Swan still alive?
No, he passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
Insane signatures on that, Bobby.
That is nuts, man.
Right,
I like
now,
he drew Superman though.
Anachronic Comics is in the chat, like having palpitations over that.
Probably. Yeah, Kurt Swan used to.
Whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow?
Yeah, that's a great story and a great book. Yeah, and I'm lucky to have them. And this was the one before. Yeah, and there I got George Perez, Julie Schwartz. Murphy Anderson and Kurt Swan on this one too. Yeah.
Now, did you meet them in person to get those, Bobby, or did you just happen across those books signed already?
No, I met them in person. Yeah. Nice. That's what I got a shout out to my to the Comic Cons around here, because when I started, I didn't know, I was just going and flying by the seat of my pants, and then I started meeting these guys, and I'm like, these guys are legends. Sheldon Moldoff and Dick Sprang, and they brought a lot of cool people into town, and lucky, like I said, that I took my butt down there and met these guys, because tomorrow's not promised to nobody. So
no,
you know what I'm saying?
That's my biggest regret, not meeting George Perez. And I know for a fact he was at Baltimore Comic-Con that one year I went, and I was like, oh, I'll catch him next year. And then I never did. And then I was like, Mm.
And you know, Perez is up in heaven telling stories like, man, all my life I successfully dodged Digger Jim.
Jim. No, he's
That guy was
not.
hunting me and I avoided him. No.
Yeah, we'll see him in the big Comic-Con in the sky, man. When we go there, the lines are short, and yeah, we'll get the fast pass, man. We'll go right up there to him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, but those three signatures, just having them together is amazing. Those two books are both one of a kind.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All the one I'm missing on there is Alan Moore. I don't know if I get to meet him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because he don't get out, you know, he's in England or so I'll be lucky to meet him. Yeah. Maybe if they have a signing, but I'd be scared to send those anywhere. Yeah.
Right. that would be nerve-wracking.
I told my wife that. I was like, if we're going to go to England, man, can we just go and find out where these people live so I can get some stuff done? I don't care about the Queen.
But speaking of George Perez, yeah, he's the one that got me. Like, I always knew about DC. I like DC, but the continuity wasn't always the best, or the artwork is just. I was more Marvel heavy, which I still am. But but when I met when George Perez and Marv Wolfman started doing the Teen Titans, I said, man, I got to get on this. Yeah, I think I bought like issue 4, and I was like, what the hell is this and shit? I didn't know he was. You know, back then we didn't have the internet and
Right.
Reggie Collects and Comic Tom. Nobody was telling me, you just had to walk around and find things. Yeah.
Right.
But you know what? Once you saw that cover, I mean, I was all in on that story. I mean, because his art is just phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. You cannot beat him and John Byrne. They're just the lines are clean, and I mean,
yes.
George Perez uses all the book. I mean,
well, yeah, and he's one of those groups of artists that you could put him on any hero and he's good.
Yeah,
because not every artist heroes. You know, Byrne can, Perez could. You know, there's a handful that could draw anyone you gave them.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. There are some that seem to struggle with certain body styles.
I love this team, and Robin was like, you know, as a kid, Robin was, you know, Dick Grayson's my favorite Robin because he was there from the get-go, and he went through a lot. You know, he's been around a long time. Then he went over and led this team, and he could hang with any of these people or anything you tossed at him, because he was trained by the best, and he was.
And
he was just
Robin. Well, no, because Jason Todd became Red Hood, but he actually made his own name as Nightwing too. You know,
right?
Correct. Yeah, and this one here is signed by George Perez on the outside and Marv Wolfman on the inside. Yeah, because back then I was like, I wanted the writers to sign on the inside, but now I'm having them sign on the outside also.
But that signature placement's amazing.
Yeah, he did a beautiful job there. Yeah,
that's a good spot.
Now, besides Robin, because that's too easy an answer, who's your favorite Teen Titan outside of Robin?
I have to say Beast Boy, because he was the humor. He's funny. You know, I mean, I like a character that make you laugh. And he could do, size of an elephant or a hummingbird. He was hard to, he was fast and, he could hold his own. So I have to say, I loved them all, but that Beast Boy, I liked him. Yeah.
Are you reading the new Titans arc now that has like Beast World in it or something? Because it's all about Beast Boy right now, I think.
I picked up that first one, but it's right now it's just too much. Yeah, there's just too many comics, and I can only pick, and so I'm not getting them all. But I like what they're doing. I like Mark Waid. I like that World's Finest Titans. He's supposed to be coming in March, Mark Waid, and there's going to be a big, and Planet Comic Con is going to be 25 years this year, and so it's going to be a good one. Yeah, wow. Jason Aaron and
a lot of good people there.
I got Jason Aaron's signature a couple times now.
Yeah, he's a resident here in Kansas City, so he's usually one that I've met several times. A real nice guy.
Right on.
Yeah. That's what a lot of I get a little discouraged. People when they talk about like the Amazing Spider-Man right now is not. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. This is still a free country, so you're entitled. What you like, what you don't like.
Right.
But I've met Zeb Wells and I met, John Romita Jr. When you have good exchanges with these people, then it's hard to diss their work. I'm not a good critic. Because like, how many comics have I drawn? You know what I mean? How many movies have I produced? You know what I'm saying? Yes.
How much of your blood and sweat have you put into something, right?
I keep an open mind, and and I still, like I said, I met these guys, so they become like friends. So I'll never, people say you might like too much or whatever, but I don't know. I like it.
There's not a thing wrong with being positive and enjoying life, man.
Yeah.
I try, man. There's enough negativity out there in this world. So when I'm in here,
all the movies that are out and everybody just constantly hating on them. Just, if you don't like it, fine, just don't go see it.
Don't go see it.
I'm going to go there and I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter to me if it's DC, Marvel, or an independent superhero movie. I'll go watch it and I'll have a blast with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I came in this community to chew bubble gum and make friends, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
There you go.
So you showed
one of my favorite films.
You showed that Teen Titan book. Where'd you get that poster behind you there?
That was another one from back in the day. Yeah, I had George Perez sign this one.
Jesus, look at that! I've never seen that before.
So much art, so much beautiful artwork in it. Yeah.
Now that's someone who I never got to meet him either, but he just seems like one of those guys that's just genuinely kind and nice to talk to.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like Starfire's evil sister up on the side there. Oh man. All right, Bobby. Let's talk about Will and Testament. Like, if you had to leave this earth and I was still around, do you think I might be able to get the poster? We can work something out after the show.
Yeah, man. Dope. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. All Jim wants is your address and the hours you're not at home.
Yeah.
That's all he wants, Bobby.
Yeah. Come on down, man. Come on down. And then we go with the Titans. We go with this Titans X-Men where they crossed over.
Right. Oh yeah, I love that. I remember when that came out. I was like, holy cow. This is my dream come true, because I love the X-Men and I love the Titans. And when they crossed over, I was like, man, picking that one up.
Yeah. And I got 2 issues, and I had it signed where the writer, Chris Claremont, and it's going the wrong way there. No, it's going right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But I got Terry Austin, like he signed it one name on one side, Terry, and then Austin on the other one. Walt Simonson signed it across the book, and Chris Claremont, he put Chris and Claremont.
They probably love that.
Now, Walt and Chris get a lot of credit, but Terry Austin's vastly underrated for for the contributions to comics.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. And I think the work that he did with, it's how he touches up, and it just makes the art pop even more. Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you, though, Bobby, because we all know Dr. Doom's your favorite Marvel villain. Is Darkseid your favorite DC villain, or is it someone else?
Oh, the Joker holds a lot of clout. The Joker, just his craziness. So like I said, when he steps into a thing, he can hold his own with damn near anybody, and he'll try to take your power like Dr. Doom. He'll try to take it and make it his own. So the Joker, I think, is probably my favorite.
Right.
Favorite villain, yeah. But I did cosplay as the Riddler one year. It was one of my first cons I went to, and I won first prize. I won a blue ribbon. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I did the suit, and I painted it with question marks, and I had the mask, and I like because he wore a suit, so I was like, this is pretty cool, yeah. But right away, the second con I went to, I did a Two-Face, and I was like, man, I got to make up my mind. I forget all this cosplay. I need to go after these autographs, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, cosplay is a whole other level.
What do you think of the Riddler's portrayal in the new Batman movie from last year?
Oh, it was interesting. It was a whole different. It was, his look and stuff was a different Riddler. But yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it.
It's a lot darker, but
dope.
brought
and
a different
that
essence
worked.
of what the Riddler could be. I mean, so I agree.
All right, number what we're from Titans to oh nice.
Oh, nice.
That is
This
a
is
cool cover.
Yeah.
I've never seen that cover before.
No, I didn't know
This
they
is-
came out with that. Yeah.
if you know about this, it's a universe. It's a different universe where it's a Mexican Superman, and he's the son of Zod instead of being the son of Kal-El.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he lands in. He doesn't land in Kansas. He lands like in Texas or Mexico, where he's picked up by some immigrants. And so in this one, yeah, he's raised, and their last name is Guerra, so we share the same last name. So that's like a coincidence, yeah. That he's my favorite Superman is, is this guy here, yeah. And Batman, he's Scott, he's Lang, he's the Man Bat, but in this one, he becomes like a vampire and he becomes the Batman. And Wonder Woman is she comes from the New Gods. Yeah, and she has a sword that's a mother box, and she can teleport. Yeah, if you guys,
that Wonder Woman costume's cool, and Batman looks kind of like Daredevil on that cover.
he flies. He doesn't have a bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a vampire. He doesn't have a Batmobile. He flies. Yeah, but it came out like I didn't know about this. They made a movie on a DVD, and a friend of mine turned me on to it, and I was like, "What the heck?" And it's just
one
like
of the animated movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it one time. I don't know if it's still on DC Universe or not, but yeah, it's cool.
I highly recommend it. Yeah, yeah. It was
But I
right
didn't know they
around.
made a book of it though. I didn't know that. I thought that was just a DC animation story. So this was out when they were doing the this is pre-New 52, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's pre-52. Yeah. Yeah,
Man,
that's issue 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, of the Justice League. Yeah, Gods and Monsters. Gods and Monsters. Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
how long did that series go, Bobby? Was it only 3, or was it like 6 or 8 or 12?
It was a 3-issue with all 3 of them together, and then each one had a 3-issue miniseries. So the Superman, yeah. Superman, the Batman, and the Wonder Woman. Yeah, it's a good one. I love that one.
I learned something new on the show. Bobby just taught me 2 things tonight.
I didn't know they made books of it. Yeah, I didn't know they made comics of it. I remember the animated series, but I didn't think they'd made it. I thought they just made that up. All right.
Yeah, that's where I learned. That's where I learned his last name, because in the movie they don't say his name.
No,
it's Humberto Guerra. Yeah, and then in the book, they showed it in the book, and I was like, what? So yeah, then now he's my cousin now. Now I love him. Yeah,
right.
I love it.
He just has to pass a little of the power your way now.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That way you could just fly down to your comic shop instead of walking.
Heck yeah,
Man, I have to write that down and look that one up.
Okay, and then I got this issue here. It's got some beautiful art. Adams did this thing on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that so great looking.
For a minute, I used to use that as my emoji or whatever they use for my. This one, instead of my mask, I used to put that. This picture of the thing used to be my emblem on the chats. Yeah.
You know who can draw the thing really good is Ron Wilson. I got to meet. Ron
his
Wilson.
original Thing series was fantastic.
Yeah, I got to meet him at a really small baby con they had up here. I was shocked he was even there, and I was like, dude, I gotta buy something off of this guy. He draws him the best.
Yeah, he did that.
Some original art for a really.
Ron Wilson put a lot of emotion in Ben Grimm's features too.
Yeah.
When he drew them.
Yeah, I'm jelly, man. I was able to meet him. He was a nice guy, but I didn't get no artwork from him. But he did that Marvel 2-in-1 series. He did a lot of those of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was his bread and butter. That's what he was selling me.
that's one that I know I have the complete set of those 1 through 100. Or I have that thing. See that. So I have
I'm
a lot
working
of
on
these,
it.
Yeah.
That's on my list of things to do this year is to complete that set. I completed all the Marvel team ups, and so I figured the 2-in-1s should be next.
Things to
Can't go
do.
wrong with
Exactly.
the series. They're both great.
Yeah. Gosh,
But
man.
this issue was issue 24, and like I loved it so much that I didn't want to. Didn't even want to touch it. You know, I mean, I went straight in the bag and boy, I just love this cover. I didn't want to smudge it or touch it or nothing. Yeah, but I came across the A cover. This is that issue. This is the same issue.
Okay,
but,
so you could read it.
Yeah. So I finally read it recently, and I don't know how I feel about it because I've read, the entire Fantastic Four. I've read the entire run. In this comic here, it's like a reprise. Iceman had joined the issues like in the early days of the Fantastic Four. That's what Dan Slott. I don't know if it's canon or if it's not canon, but Iceman, according to this, because I thought I knew every person that ever filled in on the Fantastic Four, but I guess so the Human Torch, he got, he was a young kid and he took off, and so and the X-Men were treating Bobby bad, so he went over there to join the Fantastic Four for a while. So this is like, if you didn't know that the Iceman was part of the Fantastic Four.
I didn't.
Yeah. Well, according to this issue, he was.
But I even liked the Burn issues when it was like She-Hulk, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, and Logan. I thought was great.
Yeah,
that was a fun arc.
Luke Cage, he filled in for the Thing for a couple of issues, for just like 2 issues that George Perez drew. Yeah, and then of course Crystal from the Inhumans. She almost, I almost became the Fantastic Five because, I thought, her and Johnny were going to stay together, back in those days. She was a big, she hung in there with him. And then Medusa from the Inhumans, she filled in for Sue for a while when she was, after she had the baby and all that. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So now apparently Iceman was a member. Yeah, he's not on the poster or anywhere, but he's in this book where he is.
Now, you mentioned a few times the FF's your favorite, but you haven't mentioned what particular storyline is your favorite of Fantastic Four ever. Like, do you have a storyline there that you just go back and you reread all the time?
That's a tough one, but yeah, the ones that drew me in is in this collection, this Fantastic Four Essentials. Yeah,
I love the Essentials.
And this is the time when I started collecting as a kid, where these guys took me on adventures. The Thing was my favorite dude, and I keep this by my bedside, and before I go to sleep, I read a little bit of it, and
absolutely.
Yeah.
And the Essentials line is underrated. They're expensive now. Because I was just gonna say they put them all the color stories in black and white.
Yeah.
And I have quite a few of those here. Like I have the Spider-Woman and the Godzilla, and it's a different experience reading them in black and white. So it's almost like you're getting something new.
Yeah.
Glorious black and white. Yeah. These are the ones that I go back to. There's some Surfer. Yeah. And this was at a Comic-Con. Yeah, they had like a few of these, for $2 a piece. They had these for $2 a piece, and I bought this. Now I wish I would have bought them all, and I could have passed them out. Get out of there!
It's a little cameo. That's all. Cameo.
So yeah, at this time, this Fantastic Four run is big on my list. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's the thing that those stories that you first connected with, you don't outgrow them. I still go back, and Conan's 58 through 100 is my favorite run in comics.
Right on.
Yep.
Nice. So that was FF again. All right. Next up, Bobby.
This one's kind of getting a little bit of a buzz right now. There's my Godzilla. Yeah, autographed by the late great Herb Trumpy. Yeah,
Mhm.
he came to town. I still think that's General Ross down there in the corner. Yeah, like he was on
Young,
vacation and oh shit, I can't get a break. Yeah,
a young General Ross. Yeah,
And that series for lasting 24 issues, it had a lot of people in it, like Dum Dum Dugan. You got Devil Dinosaur and Moo Boy in a few issues. You got a little bit of everything in that series.
right.
yeah. Like I bought this off the stand. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is one that I found and hung on to it. And then Herb Trumpy came to town and took it down there and met him, and he autographed it for me. And yeah, beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful when it comes together. Yeah, yeah.
And that's a classic example of a nice Bronze Age cover, because there's so much going on that cover. Like the cover itself tells a story, and then
Right.
it portrays
Right.
exactly what's in the book too.
Yeah. Like look at that lady. Yeah, she's having a bad day too. Yeah.
And Candace is saying,
That's what
did
you-
any of us know that there's a Godzilla hotel in Japan?
no, I did not.
Oh,
I know there's like some type of
Station Fable. Thank you for stopping by, sir.
station, bro. Yep,
I know in
yep.
Japan they had some type of like amusement park ride where it you fly, you're hanging on to something and you go right into Godzilla's mouth, and it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, the Godzilla has their own people. Like we have Comic Cons, they have a thing. It's called G Fest that they hold once a year in Chicago, right outside Chicago, and I think it's in Rosemont. I've been like 3 times because my son is a huge Godzilla fan.
Yeah. Plus, they had the G Fan magazine too.
The G Fan magazine. So yeah, I mean, yeah, he littered my place with Godzilla stuff. He's like, Dad, you need some Godzilla in here in the comic.
Yeah.
You can put that in there.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Oh, you got a great book, Bobby.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And I don't know if you're familiar with this one here. Yeah. Captain America 168. Yeah. That as a kid, yeah, I wasn't a great reader. Yeah, had dyslexia, but I was got into comics, and I discovered these Power Records, which I think we talked about them before.
Yeah.
And they have them. They have them on YouTube. They have a lot of them, and with the original, and but this was one of my favorites. Yeah, it had the Falcon and the Phoenix. The introduction of the Phoenix, which he was Baron Zemo. He was Baron Zemo's son, and he became the new Zemo. But yeah, I could recite that record. Back in the day, we didn't have VCRs. That wasn't invented. We had records, and I played it over and over. So I could repeat this thing word for word. Adhesive X. You know what I mean? Yeah, he said like.
But dude, those are so much fun. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
so
I love
campy
them,
and
yeah.
cool.
I was lucky to find the book, and then I got this one autographed. It's on the inside by Steve Englehart. Yeah, real nice dude, and so yeah, it means a lot to me. Also,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I wonder.
And the Falcon.
I don't know which one it is. I gotta go check now. Huh.
I think I have that one. I'm not sure.
I always liked the Falcon, and he was funny too. He had some funny lines, and sometimes he would, a lot of times he had the wings, but sometimes he didn't have the wings. He just had a cord that shot out of his glove, and he would swing on that.
Right.
And yeah, and he whooped he whipped a lot of butt, and then yeah. So this is a classic, yeah.
And just
Yes,
a great
sir.
cover.
Yeah, it tells a story. Yeah, it tells a story, like you said. Yeah. Yep. I don't know what number we're on, but we keep rolling. Yeah.
All right. I think
I don't either.
that was 10, but we can definitely go a few more. Let's do it.
Alrighty. This is that Harley Black book. I pulled that one out, and then I met Jimmy Pellimani and Amanda Connor, and she was a sweetheart. So I got that autographed. Yeah.
Wow. I absolutely love the expression on Wonder Woman's face. How she's just fed up with it.
Yeah. Yes. She looks like I've had enough of this. We're done.
Like, is it okay if I punch her into space? It's all right,
Yeah.
right?
There you go.
That was the poly bag it came in. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
But they were real nice people. I've met them a few times. They've come to Kansas City, and then they're coming back in March and Planet Comic Con. So I'm looking forward to meeting them again. Yeah.
Right?
They had a fun Red Sonja run too.
And one with a story.
Yes, sir.
This one's got a bit of a story. When I was collecting, yeah, I collect any way that I could and whatever I could find. And this one, I was collecting on two fronts because I would get I love reprints, and now they got facsimiles, but I would get reprints or anything that I could find my hands on. Yeah. But this one, came out of the quarter box, and it's the first appearance of the Gibbon.
Right.
And I tried to get into the Gibbon gang with this one over there, but rules are rules. It has to be the original one. Yeah. So man, I felt like the Gibbon. If you've ever read the story, the Gibbon goes to Spider-Man and says he wants to be his friend and join up with him. Spider-Man laughs at him and says, "Get out of here, kid. I work alone." And so yeah, I felt rejected and dejected and stuff. Much like the Gibbon, which then he went ahead and teamed up with Craven the Hunter. Yeah. But I still got love for, because it was coincidental. Water finds its own level, because then I ran into the PCP crew, shout out to Pop Culture Philosophers and the guys over there. They, TM and Fable and Steph and all them guys, they all took me under their wing. And to me, I was like the old guy, collected a lot, and I had a lot of autographs, and they welcomed me in, and I've been happy. Like I consider myself, I love all the comic community and stuff. In fact, that's that show Echo, I watched that show Echo, I liked it, and I learned that from I say, I love you forever. Yeah, right. I felt like I learned sign language. Yeah. So I love the community. I love the whole comic community. Yeah, but the PCP Army are the ones that I got a tight, tight set with them. Yeah, they took me in when I had nowhere else to go. Like Richard Gere, I got nowhere else to go. Yeah. But
and it's all just about love of these comics and the stories, and I mean it connects us all.
Right on.
Tina, who's in here, yeah, I met her over there, and she's, she was like one of the first people that, when I was looking around, and you come in a chat and someone greets you and says, "Hey, how you doing?" and stuff, you know what I mean? And then, when I didn't know nothing about it, so it meant a lot, and so yeah, I consider her a good friend. And if the Gibbon gang, I'm not an official Gibbon gang, but if they should ever need me, if they call me, flash the signal, the ghetto signal, and I'll come a running and stuff. Right. Yeah.
And I liked some of the reprints on those Marvel Tales, the covers, like the two Dazzler ones with McFarlane. I love those two covers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there was a Silver Sable reprint. I think Mark Silvestri did that cover. I love that cover of the first Silver Sable. But some of those reprint covers are great. They're worth having in your collection.
I agree. Yeah. A lot of times they went with the original cover but then sometimes they'd have like a whole different artist do one and do their impression of the. So yeah, it was like a good look at it. Yeah.
I guess that brings us to your spec pick, Bobby.
Ooh.
I'm specking on
Crowley. Ooh.
Count Crowley. Yeah, Count Crowley. It's written by David Dismochin. He's the dude that played Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad. He's been in a few movies.
Yeah, he's in Ant-Man too.
Yeah, exactly. He's right. He wrote. He's been writing these, and I met him at my LCS, and he's a real nice guy. And I could see this could easily be a movie or a show or something. Yeah.
That's cool.
And he's got the power to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got some friends, yeah.
Interesting.
So,
Cool spec pick.
yeah, man. I went for something different. Dark Horse, yeah.
See,
Count
now, I've never
Crowley.
seen that, so I may have to go and check that. Let me go write that
Well,
one down.
that keeps coming out with like little mini series. Count Crawley.
Does it?
Yeah, he did like a 4-issue, and then now he's got a few different special. Yeah.
No, that's a title I've never read. Just because at some point it's just like one extra thing. I can't.
I know what you mean. Yeah, you got to pick and
Dr.
choose
Von Hoot
sometimes.
is saying, that's his jam, so I need to at least check it out because Hoot's got some good takes.
Now, Count Crawley, that's a horror title, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I don't read a lot of horror, but
it's like what it is she's like Svengoolie. There's like a Svengoolie. They're here in Kansas City. Yeah, the story takes place in Kansas City.
Oh, nice.
And there's like a Svengoolie, and he retires, and this she comes in and takes his place, and she discovers that monsters are real.
Right.
And so yeah, Count Crowley. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. You got and you had 62 giving us the information. He says it's the third mini, and you can get the other two in trade paperbacks.
Now we'll check it out.
Oh, I don't know if I had this room for this one, but yeah, I like when Falcon became Captain America. I don't have a lot of slabs, but I sent off a submission, and this one came back in 9/8, so I was happy.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm hoping. I always like the Falcon, and so.
And Anthony Mackie's so great as the Falcon.
Yes, sir. I'm hoping that they should come out with that Captain America here soon. They're supposed to be working on one, but
yeah.
Deadpool should be the next one out. They said.
Yeah, Deadpool. Then I think Deadpool right now is the only one for this year, and then coming on strong probably in 2025.
See, I like to say I'm the only person that likes those Inhumans. That Inhuman show that came out a while back. That Inhuman series.
I never watched any of it. I don't know what I don't know what I was doing when that came out.
I think when that came out, I was like heavy, because a lot of people don't like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I loved Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought it got better every season. I thought it was one of those shows. I'm like, how is it better than last season? And like, it never got weak. It just kept getting stronger to me.
Yeah.
And the woman who played Mockingbird. Oh yeah, they picked a good choice.
Yeah.
I can't.
She's on the Orville now.
Yeah, but I can't remember her name. Well, they don't have the Orville anymore, but you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, she was a good choice for that.
No, because as soon as you said it, her name left me. But Adrian Palicki.
Adrian Palicki. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's great. She's one of those ones, like, she keeps getting on the outskirts of genre, and like the big break just keeps missing her. Like, she was gonna have the Wonder Woman show, then she was gonna have the Mockingbird show, and it was like, just put this woman in something. She deserves it.
Yeah, another time. Right?
Right?
Yeah. She also, So.
But yeah, she's great. All right, so great books, Bobby. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. But before we thank everybody, we got one more #community sizzle reel to play. So just to go over, if you're out there and in the community and you want to shout out in your own voice, send me a 30 to 40 second clip. I will put it at the end of one of my videos. If I do a live show, I put 2 clips in, usually if I have them of 2 different people. And then it goes on a Sunday clip show where I combine all the ones for the week in the #community sizzle compilation reel. And it's just a chance for you to shout yourself out in your own voice and get your own message across. And I just put it at the end of my videos at no cost to anybody. It's just to help get people out there. But
you told me I have to pay for mine.
Well, that's because you're Jim. You have to pay for everything.
I heard Jim's got a lot of coins laying around.
Right,
so,
that's why I have to dig so much money up.
That's why he's digging, Bobby.
I have to pay for everything.
All right. So without further ado, here is our second community #community sizzle reel.
Welcome to Swytch Comics. My name is Marco.
I'm Chris.
And today we have some Godzilla stuff. All these comics are going straight into my short box of goodies. At the end of each month, I choose one channel member to win some comics out of this box.
There's one person in particular that needs to be shamed. This is Jenny Chris.
Oh no!
Oh, Chris.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
All right, so that was Marco from Swytch Comics. Again, along with Free Key Loowee, his links are in the description below, so go sub them up, check them out.
Yeah, I love Marco.
We're going to go around the board here. Jim, what's coming up for you, sir?
I just dropped a video today. Go watch it. Check out what I got off of the eBays and some other stuff. I don't know when I'm going to be out digging seriously because we still have snow here. I mean, it's getting warmer, and it was weird today, but I'm not a big fan of digging in the snow. Not while it's still snow on the ground. It just gets messy and
right.
I can wait. It's not, the stuff is not going anywhere. So,
Yeah.
You'll see me around, and I'm still doing a lot of pack rips. I love these British Premier League cards. That's one of my jams. So I'm always dropping different shorts with pack rips. I'm looking to see if I can get a bunch of the players that I like on my team. I know everybody else is all about American football, but this is what I watch on Saturday. So,
Hell yeah.
Very nice. And coming up next Tuesday for me, we have Philtastic Comics and Art on his first 10-1-1.
okay.
So that'll be fun. And Bobby, what about you, man? Any appearances coming up with the PCP batch or anything?
Not offhand. I don't got nothing lined up, but you probably see me. I pop in and here and there wherever I find a chance. Yeah.
Or even
But
on CJ's channel?
There you go.
I'll be reading comics and fighting for democracy, man. Anyway, I can. Yeah.
Right on.
All right, well,
Station.
Station. I want to thank the chat. We had a great chat tonight. Very active. You guys were awesome. And I really appreciate everybody coming out to support Bobby and support Jim. Please sub them up. And Bobby posts a lot on Instagram. He's very active. You want to see his art and you want to see what he's up to, please go follow Bobby on Instagram. He's got a great page and you'll enjoy your time on his Instagram. It's a blast.
Yep.
Jim's got digging videos and all sorts of comic and coin goodness. So go check out Digger Jim on Instagram and YouTube and check out the community sizzle highlights tonight. And I want to thank, first of all, my co-host Jim. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate you always being on with me, buddy.
Yes, sir.
And of course, Dagger. And of course, I want to thank coming back for a second time and taking the time to come on my little channel once again. Thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Wakanda forever, man.
What you're passionate about. This show isn't about value. It's about personal value and passion. And that's what I love to see.
Hell yeah.
And thank you, Robert. And thank you, DVH, Milt. And but guys, as I like to end all these, thank you all so much. I really appreciate everyone's time. As always, everything on my channel is free to the community, free to the public. There's no paywalls, there's no charges. You just come here and you consume content at your own level. Thank you all so much for being here. And until next time, keep it casual.
Go Chiefs.